Dear students, today we shall see about tax and its importance. First, what is taxes? Taxes are compulsory payments to the government without expectation of direct or return or benefit to the taxpayers. According to Professor Seligman, taxes are defined as a compulsory contribution from a person to the government to defray the expenses incurred in the common interest of all without reference to special benefits conferred. Principle of taxation. Adam Smith's principles or canon of taxation still form the basis of the tax structure of a modern state. Canon of equality, canon of certainty, canon of convenience, canon of economy. Under canon of equality, the government should impose taxes in such a way that people have to pay according to their ability. It does not mean equal amount of tax, but it means that the burden of a tax must be fair and just. Next, canon of certainty. Certainty creates confidence in the taxpayers' cost of collection of taxes and increases economic welfare because it tends to avoid all economic waste. Next, canon of convenience. Taxes should be levied and collected in such a manner that it provides a maximum of convenience to the taxpayers. It should always be kept in view that the taxpayers suffer the least inconvenience in payment of the tax. Next, canon of economy. Minimum possible money should be spent in the collection of taxes. Collected amount should be deposited in the government treasury. Next, types of taxation. There are three types of taxation: proportional tax, progressive tax, regressive tax. Proportional taxation means it is a method where the rate of tax is same regardless the size of the income. The tax amount released will vary in same proportion of the rate of income. Next, progressive taxation. It is a method by which the rate of tax will also increase with the increase of income of a person. If a person with rupees 1000 income per annum pays the tax of 10%, rupees 100 a person with an income of 10,000 per annum pays a tax of 25%. Next, regressive taxation. A regressive tax is a tax applied uniformly, taking a larger percentage of income from low income earners than from high income earners. It is an opposition to progressive tax. Next, importance of tax. Without taxes, governments would be unable to meet the demands of their society. First, health. Without taxes, government contribution to the health sector would be impossible. Taxes go to funding health services such as social health care, medical research, social security, etc. Then education, it could be one of the most deserving recipients of tax money. Government put a lot of importance in the development of human capital, and education is central in this development. Next, governance. It is a crucial component in the smooth running of country affairs. Poor governance would have far-reaching ramifications on the entire country with a heavy toll on its economic growth. Good governance ensures that the money collected is utilized in a manner that benefits citizens of the country. Apart from the social projects, government also use money collected from taxes to fund sectors that are crucial for the well-being of their citizens such as security, scientific research, environmental protection, etc. Some of the money is also channeled to fund projects such as pensions, unemployment benefits, child care, etc. Taxes can affect the state of economic growth of the country. Taxes generally contribute to the gross domestic product of a country. Next, types of taxes. In modern times, taxes are classified into two types: direct tax and indirect tax. Under direct tax, it paid equally it paid directly by an individual or organization to imposing entity. A taxpayer, for example, pays direct taxes to the government for different purposes, including real property tax, personal property tax, income tax, or taxes or on assets. First, corporation tax. It is levied on profit of corporations and companies. It is charged on royalties, interest, gains from sale of capital assets located in India, fees for technical services, and dividends. It imposed on property. Next, wealth tax. It is imposed on property of individuals depending upon the value of property. The same property will be taxed every year on its current market value. Next, gift tax. It paid to the government by the recipient of gift depending on value of gift. Next, estate duty. It is charged from successors of inherited property. It is not desirable to avoid payment of taxes. They are levied directly on income and property of persons who pay directly to the government. Next, indirect tax. On the other hand, when liability to pay a tax is on one man and the burden of that tax shifted on some other person, this type of tax is called an indirect tax. Service tax, it is one of the indirect tax. It is raised on provision of service. This tax is collected from the service recipient and paid to the central government. Next, sales tax. It is the indirect tax on sale of goods because liability to collect tax is that of shopkeeper, but the burden of the tax falls on the customer. The shopkeeper realizes the tax amount from the customer by including it in the price of commodity that he sells. Next, excise duty. It is paid by the producer of goods who recovers it from wholesalers and retailers. This tax in India is levied by the central government. Next, entertainment tax. The state government charges such tax on every transaction related as entertainment. Some examples are movie tickets, video game arcades, stage shows, exhibitions, amusement park, sports related activities, etc. Next, goods and service tax. Goods and service tax is kinds of tax imposed on sale, manufacturing, and usage of goods and services. This tax is applied on services and goods at a national level with the purpose of achieving overall economic growth. GST is particularly designed to replace the indirect taxes imposed on goods and services by the central and state. Thank you, children.